All right, Scorpio. This is your Lenormand Grand Tableau reading for August 2022. I see that there might be some confusion about visitations. Could even be ghostly visitations. Or not being able to see things while en route to somewhere, being confused about messages, not being able to see a visitor for some reason. I also see this is like a very intelligent kind of lucky card compilation here. Meeting someone abroad. You can meet someone very intelligent or smart abroad. This could be a man coming in as well. So there's some kind of place where smart people meet up. This could be you have to travel here. Could have some car trouble as well while you're traveling. I don't always see the rider as a car, but it is a car to travel. So it's usually short distances, but not being able to see short distance. Glasses as well. Could have to do with the optometrist. The ship's here too, so it could be car trouble. If you are traveling to go somewhere to meet up with people, you'll be thinking ahead of things, and you might actually save yourself with some car trouble by either having like something on hand, gassing up. I don't know what depression that moves in. This fox would be sneaky, a little sneaky and small, unforeseen. Surprise party as well. Comes up. Could be at your work or side job. All right, you ladies, you Scorpio ladies. In the future, I see some sort of organization of authority. Having to do with the connections of things or the spreading of things. This could be the CDC. Anything from the CDC. Let's see. Does it have little... Yep. Somebody could be working for the CDC. A lady of prominence could probably make something about children's hearts, if it is a medical thing. Sickness that visits. So there could be something that comes out in the news about something spreading that has to do with that's new information about people's hearts being affected. Where's the heart card? Here we go. Yes, the heart is the answer. Okay, so new information about the heart having to do with Center of Disease Control or some kind of health organization. Specifically for you women in the future, though, I see somebody of prominence, an authority figure from an organization. Some kind of connections on the internet. They may be contacting you about some connections on the internet, or you might end up being an authority at this kind of internet web company. This could also have to do with stardom. So you could be working for a publicist company that talks about, Hollywood Insider, all that stuff. But right now, you're really focused on communications, and those communications, they might be sporadic or come out of you might get communication that comes out of nowhere. You can't see. Communication that you can't see. So this is definitely on the internet also. An organization that has to do with the internet. An authority figure. They might be an internet authority. What do you call it? Broadcast authority, you know what I mean? Can't think of the words. About visitors that are being lost. So you could have some situation where you're looking at analytics of things and maybe losing visitors to a website. This is the woman's job, and she's smart. She's a smart woman. She probably has brown hair and glasses. The snake falling in the snake house and the stars falling in the stars house. There's a strong there could be deceiving connections. This organization wants to stay loyal to ending something or changing something. So there's a breaking of a contract, an illegal kind of breaking of contract. There is unforeseen communication or troubling communication about something nasty or dangerous that could have to do with where loyalties die. Treason, you name it, whatever falls under that kind of category for you. There's like a betrayal of trust. Communication that you didn't see coming or that was upsetting. There's a betrayal of trust. This woman might slink off and connect with danger is growing from, and it's rapidly growing from visitations of sickness. So there could be another sickness that's out there. I know we've had a few things pop up in the media. Not to worry anybody, but it's already in the news, so it's probably just talking about that. Well-being that starts to be blocked by something to do with the health, by something to do with life, blocking life. So there's caring for yourself that's being blocked by having to care for yourself. I'm going to read the four corners. Confusion that moves in, or confusion that's coming to, or upsettingness that's coming to visit, depression that's coming in, loyalties that change or end, the key is promises or pacts and how the world sees a moon is also on the moon spot. So the snake, the stars, and the moon all landed in their own spots. danger that is growing for everybody, or how the reputation of it is growing. So I could see this being kind of like a war thing as well. Friend of pain. Large secrets. Authority of secrets. Being a reputation. Somebody's being the reputation of danger that's growing. Danger of life. Endangered species as well could have something to do with this. Some snakes could start to become endangered. If you live out near where like snakes are prominent, especially poisonous ones, then you might want to be careful of having your children around, outside playing. Because something, if they get bit, they could have a heart problem or something from the poison or whatever. I see going down on a difficult life, a challenging life, choices that are gifts that are written. That's something written that stays forever. Official documentation of toils or fighting. A man of business or authority, of this authority. So this could be having to do with war as well. Could be talking about Russia. And the Ukraine. And you could be working on your house right now. You could have pests in the home. You could be actually doing labor. A friend could be doing the labor for you in your home. Somebody could quickly come in for a visit that you didn't expect and stay for a long time in your home. Troubles that stay in the home. Yeah, I definitely see like it's been hard to get rid of some troubles in the family or at the home. There's a stubbornness here. There's like somebody could be stuck at home because their careers, but they've been furloughed. You gentlemen could be avoiding what's going on in the home, whether that's work or fighting or whatever. And going out to the garden to find some peace, or going out to meet up with friends would be wise at this time to avoid any stressors from that or arguments. The man and the woman, if they are living together, that could be his escape. Oh, well, he might be a soldier. He might be a soldier. Okay, so I'm not gonna be too. This is getting morbid, but it's Scorpio's reading, so you guys can take it. The man's life ends. The bouquet. There's something beautiful that ends or changes. Or maybe it's talking about being a child for the man ends. His life is, he's grown into a man. He's no longer a child. He's wiser now. He's grown because of something that's happening in a social setting. Difficult choices he's had to make. What's going lucky right now? Any side hustles are going lucky. Any kind of, anything to do with intelligence, clever, smart, witty, sassiness. That's all going good. I see that spirituality could be going good. The cross at the crossroads. A spiritual, a crisis, a spiritual crisis of some sort could actually be lucky. You could gain a little wisdom from it. A trip. Trips abroad, little trips, places in the beach. Those all could be very lucky. Finances. Money can be burdensome if you have too much of it, right? There could be unforeseen money coming in that ends up being like, well, what do I do with this? Or somebody could sacrifice a little bit of money for you to have and to hold. You might have to sacrifice more for a little bit of money, but it's saying it's lucky. Beautiful women. The beauty industry for women could be really good at this time. For some there could be some new fashion developments. It could be like jewelry related. I'm seeing something to do with the beauty industry here in terms of makeup, as well as in a general sense. Somebody, I know that they've been a man could find and expose a woman for her talents or her beauty, or it could be a man is expressing himself as a woman. So this could be like, say, RuPaul or one of the girls from RuPaul's Drag Race does a new makeup line having to do with skincare for the sun, and water. Something about water. So it could be water based, it could be waterproof. Everybody sees this. It's a reputation. So as a kind of beach balmy reputation. Another thing I see. Okay, the man, he could be very involved with his family at this time. Men out there could be arguing. There could be lots of fights within the family. There could be a lot of cleaning up in the home. There could be trips to go party with friends. Commitments to, like, promises to keep in touch or communicate with the family. With the family begins. He's getting older, so he's becoming a young man, I think. Somebody's career ends. The ending of a career, changes within the career, and then they have to pick up a side job, little jobs here and there, either around the house that have to do with working in a house, or they have to work from home. And contracts, communication that you can't see. So it's something to do with hearing. So this could be someone working as a sound expert from home of some kind in film, and this could be audio related. There could be a death of the family, a death in this man's family. Hopefully it isn't a child, because it does land on the child card, but I think it could be the change of a new life coming into the family, or a new family member. Okay, so that changes things now that I see this. There could be a lot of babies from this man, or a lot of progress with money as well. A lot of influx of money. We're upgrading. He's upgrading. Yes. Visiting small children that he loves. Difficult family. Deciding to path of beauty that is written. There's love coming in. There's progress, forward movement. There could be travel by plane. A lot of trips by plane, having to do with a contract at work or career, maybe resumes. If you are sending out resumes, you're going to get, that you might have to put a lot of them out there to get some good news back, but it seems like it'll be a better financial position. So the problem would be that the money's good, because then that means there's just a lot more work, right? An abundance of problems. So love answers a lot of trips. Also, you might fall in love with somebody that's farther away from you. And that might lead to some travel, well, much more travel, and that causing some own little problems of its own. Your children's friends could be getting more friends, and becoming more popular. You ladies, that could be for you. You ladies will be having a lot of new beginnings. A lot of new loves out there as well. So there could be a lot of romance going on at the same time. And this could be stemming from some kind of either intellectual loves, like you love something that you're getting involved with intellectually, or it could be love for your child. Could be new beginnings in terms of love around you, and this is also a visitor. So crossroads, the cross is at the crossroads. When I see the cross at the crossroads and the crossroads before the cross, I feel like there's kind of some grief here, maybe, that's challenges, sacrifice, having to give up something because you're choosing something else. So there's maybe a weeding out of the men or visitors, because you've got a new start with someone that you love. You're starting to fall in love. So if you had multiple suitors, then you would have to weed them out. An organization might allow people to start doing things they love, start traveling abroad, which has been a burden and a burdensome choice Yada yada. Here we go. Unforeseen harmony. You're not thinking that you'd enjoy yourself or have a peaceful time on a trip? So there's something about exposing the man. Talented woman. Sun in the bouquet. It's like, taking care of something. Like lilies. Lucky. Decisions will be challenging at this time, and they also will be long lasting. They will stick for a very long time. So, and those decisions having to do with crises or spiritual challenges of any kind, gifts, talents, beauty, those things would hold merit. The harmony of society. Yeah, the harmony of society is a big thing here too. So those are decisions that would be focused on that. Choosing between the harmony of society and religious paths. Health of a child. This could be talking about the Roe versus Wade thing. Gift of the woman. Yep. So the burden of movement, visitations, growing children, have a reputation, loyal endings, an end to the status quo of something, an end to security. Oh, bother. The answer to this man's commitment is a beautiful woman. So I can take this a few different ways. He could be kind of a shallow person, a vain person, caring about beauty. Or he promises to get married. Because he communicates the proposal of marriage, communicating with a contract, questions. They might decide to get married at the house with the family of the woman. But the woman might want to get married in a larger or like building or organization or hall because of the growing amount of people or visitors to this place, this wedding. There might be somebody that's told that their guest list is too large and that they need to cut back on visitors in order to have this trip or this. It could be at the beach as well, like some kind of hall at the beach. I believe love is me. This woman is nervous. She's probably pretty traditional or business orientated, very spiritual, and she could be involved with the health or the family health as well. Yes, so this could be a woman that works as a doctor and as a pediatrician. She could have a child, and she could be older than you. Or she'd be kind of keeping the peace in society as well. Oh, that she could be a cop as well. Keeping the peace, a soldier or a cop, and there's danger that grows with visiting this woman. That's her job. Okay, so yeah. Authority of the law, authority of secrets, authority of keeping the peace, of keeping harmony. And hoping endings turn out in a beautiful manner. Or the bouquet, gifts. A lot of visitors out in public, traveling from afar to a place. A place where there could be a family that has a lot of, arguing, or there could have been a lot of bad things that happened in a house. A man that is alone, lives alone. There could be a history written or a letter talking about addictions or pain or fighting that went on there. There's passion. Argumentative writing. Hateful writing. Angry words. Written. Reading books over and over again. A place where books are up high. Reading a letter over and over again. A witty friend. A book of flying as well, like a pilotry. The man's alone in the tower. Tower of authority. It's peaceful there. Could be a cross in the road. There's a graveyard also. This is a graveyard. Mountain crossroads. So he could go visit a graveyard because of if could have been a man going to visit the grave of a previously sick child that he had. Writing that stays is also having to do with the grave. Lilies have to do with the grave. Are all lighting each other. The coffin, a bouquet at the coffin. That's what we do. Loyal to going, a loyal ending, a loyal change. So a change you can trust will happen for everybody. Some kind of sacrifice could be lucky in finances as well. Deciding about the beauty of something. Having to do with something written in career. If you work as a fashion designer or anything like that, I see that being a career that some of you have. Beauty of women. You could be a magazine about women. This is also photography, the sun and beauty. The man could be the photographer. Yep, over and over again. Pictures are taken. And then there's unforeseen peace. Small, like, harmonious trips to the beach. Something that a reputation everyone sees. Somebody could be modeling at the beach. A woman's finances may be growing at this time. But she could also have a lot of burdens that are growing as well. Her dreams might be costing her a little bit more than she realized. she's wise enough to make promises that she can keep. All right, Scorpio, I think I'm going to leave it there because I could go on and on forever and never and always. I do see that if there were any troubles at home or with the family, there could be just, arguing over commitments with career and between family, or committing to the long term with something. There could be pests in the home. It's another thing I see. Are annoyances in the home with having lost a job and having to work from home, or having to just be furloughed and at home, working from home instead because of whatever silliness is going on in the world. Or I do see there being a lot of warmth and forward movement that affects finances. So there'll be love this month. There'll be a progression of finances. Any messages that you write, I would make sure that you really flesh them out and really look them over, because those will stick. They will be forever. So anything handwritten, just always make sure that you really mean it before you say it, or write it especially. There could be an influx of spirituality for some of you, or a lot of, especially Pisces people. And if you are somebody who's involved with the church, I see that there being like a lot of abundance that comes from that. Not just, we're not just talking about finances. Abundance of choices, abundance of visits. You could be working hard on a book at home as well. I do see that. So a lot of writing. So I feel like a hot air balloon comes in here somewhere, but sounds silly, but you might be getting engaged as well, because I see a lot of the engagement stuff here. Yes, so a man, the bouquet, the woman, a man is going to gift a woman a ring. And they might be deciding to do it in a church, The woman, an organization of the church. New beginnings, romance. The ring of the family. This man's family. Could be a ring that's associated, communicated, passed down. That's cool. All right, Scorpio, I hope you have a great August, and I'll see you in September. Take care.